So the Lakers got killed. So with no, just playing. Welcome back to Hooper Story Podcast, where we put basketball in proper perspective. I'm digging no ball. That's right. And today we're gonna be talking all NBA reactions, playoff duo rankings, and then recapping and predictions. You know how we do it. So Ray, you want to start with the all NBA reactions?
Yeah, we can kick it off with that. But I
So
thought Chris said he want to hop in on that.
oh, he did say he wants to do that one. So we'll do our duo rankings. We should have did them on last episode anyway. So how you want to do this? You want to because how many teams left in the playoffs? Six,
8.
eight. I'm so bad at math.
Because
So
ain't nobody advanced yet. But still,
we
even if
can
they
go
did
from
advance,
hmm, let's go from 8 to 1, and we'll discuss them, and we have to agree and come to our conclusions, and we'll eventually put them up on screen. So let's look at the teams that's left. So you got Denver, you got Phoenix, you got the Knicks, you got the Heat, you got Boston, you got the Sixers, you got the Warriors, and you got the Lakers.
the Lakers.
So I ain't gonna stunt. I'm putting Steph and whoever at the bottom. I feel like that's kind of clear. You feel the same way?
You think they not above the Knicks?
I mean, I don't know. Do you?
I feel like Steph and Clay is miles ahead better than and really Knicks don't even have a true duo. You have to group them in as a trio because as a duo they definitely at the bottom. Brunson and Randall.
I- it
You
has
got
to
to
be
group
just
that.
because of Steph.
You got to throw Barrett in them for the playoffs because Barrett has some games look better than the duo. So you like that's I don't know.
I told you about RJ. Don't try to sing RJ praises now. But
Man, that boy. Hey, we're not about to act like this playoffs ain't saving him because that boy was
no, it
almost out the
is.
door.
But so we gonna put okay. We can put Brunson and Julius at 8. You gonna put Brunson and Julius at 8? That's fine. So then it gotta be Curry now. It gotta be Curry and Clay. Or am I tripping?
Might be Butler in that bio because Butler holding his own. But man, come on now, we're not back.
Clay not holding his own like that. Oh man, how many good games has Clay had? He's probably had like
He was cooking in
two
the first round. Adebayo played good in one
cooking.
game.
We gonna say Clay was cooking in the first round.
We gonna say he wasn't.
I don't know about cooking.
Probably not the first two games, but when they started taking them dubs, he was a heavy reason why they was taking them.
So Clay is shooting 41% from the field in the playoffs, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 41% from the field, 39% from three.
Oh no, I know for
Mm.
sure his numbers done dropped since the Lakers series. That was expected though. Everybody was saying they going to the series that the Warriors numbers gonna drop.
But would you are you putting Clay Bam defense still has been good. Because Julius Randle only had like one good game.
Come on now.
Bam plays some good defense. And it's like shit, he been scoring a little bit too. These last couple games, Bam been scoring. Clay was uh Clay, he had out of 7 games, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 5 20 plus. 1, 2. He shot good in like 3 of them. Like where it's like, ah, we can just because Steph carries that duo though. So we got
That's like,
Brunson.
come on now. We're
Huh.
not gonna act like Jimmy Butler don't do it, man. Come on.
I think Bam Adebayo is a better player than Klay Thompson right now. Still, I don't feel like Klay's that effective. Still,
We ain't had no episode where we was trashing Clay's performance in the playoffs. We done that to Bam a couple times now. So I ain't trying to hear that he a better player. I don't care about you being a better player if you ain't showing it on a daily basis. What that mean?
okay, I feel that, but I don't know, man. Bam has looked good in this second round on both ends, and Clay kind of regressed in the second round. So is we waiting the first round higher than we waiting the second round?
What has Bam done in the second round?
Bam been pretty good this
His
round,
number still
man.
his number still is below his season average. So I
But
mean, I
he's
don't see how that helped.
actually
I don't see how that helps your case or your argument.
he's actually playing good. He's actually playing better though. Like you don't watch these last couple games. He's actually been playing better. I mean, cause look, okay, let's see the Knicks series. Yeah, he had a couple double doubles. He had a 2013 game,
That was his best game.
18 and 8, 17 and 12. For what they asked him to do, he's been playing pretty good, bro. And then he had a triple double, and he did have a triple double when they closed out Milwaukee. So I mean, I ain't mad. We can put Clay now. I ain't tripping. Stephen Clay, Stephen Clay.
I'm
So
saying this series, Clay shooting 43% from the three. He's shooting now from the field. He's shooting terrible. He's shooting like 39%.
so is we go get to them now
Yeah,
for 6.
I'll put them at 6.
Oh, so you a real hoop historian. You wasn't disrespecting. Okay. Now 5. Who we got at 5?
Embiid and Harden.
Whoa.
No, we ain't about that with this recency bias here. What they done did just in this series alone. We not about that like that first round. Harden wasn't getting carried, and when Embiid went down,
You say he was getting carried if they swept them. They really didn't need him.
okay, some of those games with some nail biters. Remember that they just blew him out every game.
Was you really worried? I get well.
Ain't about being worried. Let's say they do get those games that they was nail biters and Embiid go down. Now what's going on now?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. But, so who we putting in 5? Who you said?
I said Embiid and Harden.
Who we got left? We got
We got
Jokic and
I'm gonna say
Murray,
we got LeBron and AD.
LeBron and AD. Uh,
We got
we got
Aiden and Booker.
Tatum and Brown. Tatum and Brown. Quit playing, man. Tatum and Brown. Book and KD. Yeah. Who we putting in 5? Yeah, I forgot. I forgot that quick.
I
That's
said Embiid and Harden.
damn. Embiid and Harden. We putting them over Tatum and Brown. Yeah, I guess. I like how they fit together better than Tatum and Brown though, but they ain't produced as much. So who we got at 4?
Mm,
Now it's getting a little tricky now. Getting tricky now.
I say 80 and LeBron.
Whoa. Hold on. So who we got left? We got AD
If we
Braun, Jokic Murray,
Tatum Brown
Tatum
and then
Brown.
KD Book.
I think I'd rather put Tatum and Brown right there than rather than Braun and Braun and AD. Cause we say we won about Braun and AD, but what's their records in the playoffs so far this year? How many games they done lost? 3?
No, they only lost 4 now. So they lost yesterday.
Oh, yeah. So they done lost 4. How many did Tatum and Brown done lost? Because
5.
they went to 6. So I
And
ain't
they
gonna lie.
down right now.
I think I'd rather put Tatum and Brown at 4. I ain't gonna lie to you. We motherfuckers been making full fledged videos on sitting their ass or trading their ass. Yeah, I done seen that shit all day, Ray. I ain't gonna lie to you. Motherfuckers
Ain't,
already like,
ain't the
man,
Suns lost 5? So we're gonna go through that
uh,
logic. But no, but the
they
games
clearly if they had
the
if they
game the games that Boston lost though, they duo, it was like, yeah, either one of the two was playing great, or they both had an okay game, but they still, it was a bad loss.
hear me out on this because I think if you give Devin Booker and Kevin Durant the role players that Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown have, if you switch that out, I don't know, man. I think that that boy they running through everybody, bro. Come on, Ray. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a duo, I just feel like Booker and KD, even this early, I just feel like that's a deadlier duo. I'm more scared of Booker and KD
If
than
was a fifth.
Tatum and Brown. We ranking duos though, right? Who's the better duo? The Celtics have a better team, but in these playoffs, who's been a better duo?
I'd say Katie and Book.
So even with using that logic too, are they better than AD and Braun? Because we doing it off this playoffs.
Offensively, for sure. They probably the best offensive duo in the whole play. Forget about just up until this point. Just all that was expected.
So you want to put AD and Braun right here still, or Booker and KD?
No, no. I thought it was Brown or Tatum. We already put Brown and Tatum at 4, right?
I want to put them in 4, but you were saying AD and Brown. I mean AD and Braun. Who your vote for the fourth spot?
Mm. We can go
We
Brown
doing
and
NBA
Tatum there.
duo rankings, y'all. So Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, we can put them there.
All right, so we got Tatum and Brown at number 4. We doing NBA playoff duo rankings. I'm gonna unveil them after we reach our final verdict. So who we got at number 3? But number 3, we got Jokic and Murray left. KD and Book KD, Braun. I think this is a good spot for Braun and AD. This is a good spot for Braun and AD. Or do you not want to put Booker and KD over them? So I really can flip flop either way. Cause I feel like that the
I ain't
AD.
gonna lie. The Suns, as good as they don't look, They can't get a game in Denver.
Okay.
They don't look
So
good.
so
80
we
and
gonna put
LeBron, 80 and LeBron, they done secure home. And they always done took one in each series on the road.
so you rather have this is a good spot for D Book and KD. D Book and KD,
People
that's a
might
good
people
spot.
might look at this ranking and be like, they gonna automatically think who they think are better players. It's strictly off of what how the performance done look so far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ain't about who you would rather have. It's about who's actually executed the best as a duo.
Yeah. NBA playoff duo rankings. We're at number 2. So we got Jokic and Murray and Braun and
Jokic and Murray number
AD.
one.
Oh, you're a real one. So do I put eight? Do I still put Braun over AD? Or do I put AD over Braun? I'm putting AD over Braun. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know it's semantics and it don't matter that much, but we got AD and Braun,
They technically they run the offense through 80, so you gotta put them first.
and he's definitely that anchor that offense. Well, we gonna get into him getting carted off, and man.
I
Well,
don't learn more
we'll
information
say.
on that, so I'm not gonna. I was gonna
Ah,
when I first seen it, I was just going I was just going based off of my reaction in real time when I seen it yesterday. But since then, I done learned some more information about what done happened.
man. Oh, we gonna get into it, but yeah. Uh, so this is our NBA playoff duo rankings. We got Jokic and Murray at number 1, AD and Braun at number 2, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant at number 3. We got Tatum and Brown at number 4, Embiid and Harden at number 5, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson at number 6, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo at number 7, Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle at number 8. Again, our NBA playoff duo rankings. Number 1, Jokic and Murray. 2, AD and Braun. 3, D Book and Kevin Durant. 4, Tatum and Brown. 5, Embiid and Harden. 6, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. 7, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. 8, Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. Those are our NBA playoff duo rankings. Uh, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mad at it, man. Cause Jokic and Murray, bro. So what definitively makes them number 1 in your mind, right?
They look like the number one in the West.
So you really think it's guaranteed? Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel that way too. I feel like they the perfect balance of each other, and then I feel like Jokic know when to let. He said it was for the Paul Pierce, but they know when to let each other eat. And I really love how Jokic can facilitate for others, and Jamal Murray really don't do that. And then Jamal Murray can dance on the perimeter, and he can close games on the perimeter. So, and Jokic can close games in the paint. So it's just, yeah, that's the best duo. That's the best duo in the playoffs right now. AD and Braun at 2. AD the best two-way player left in the playoffs. I'll give it to him over Embiid because with AD, if AD can really hone in on his offense, yeah, because what he been doing on defense is by far the best defensive player left in the playoffs. And then Braun is still Braun, you know, D Book KD. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Got anything else to say about our duo rankings?
No, I think, in my opinion, I think we got it right. Some people might have different lineups. That's their opinion, though. But I feel like the reasoning behind ours, it can't be
Who,
argued really.
who you think they gonna have the most problem with?
Probably
It's gonna
having
be
80 and Brun, they gonna just see 80 and Brun and just automatically think like we saying they the second best duo in the league. People hear what they want to hear, see what they want to see. So
see Chris says swap Philly and Boston. Well, hold on. Where we have feeling about it? Let me see.
We
So
had
we had
Tatum in them
everyone.
ahead.
See, I mean, like Ray said, that'll be recency bias because Embiid and Harden, man, I don't know. They ain't nah, yeah, nah. How far did they get last year? They only got to the semifinals last year, right? They didn't make it out the second round. Yeah, because Embiid ain't
You
never
know they
made
didn't
it out
make
the
it out
second
the second
round.
round.
Yeah, Embiid ain't never made it out the second round. I ain't finna put them dudes just nah, yeah, nah, yeah. They got to finish the job, man. But we ain't swapping Philly and Boston, bro. So we'll
Embiid
go
was
ready to move on.
gassed.
Man, Embiid was getting yelled at by PJ Tucker, man.
You know what he was saying?
So what you want to get into next? You want to I guess we can cover the Knicks and Heat. You watched the game, the game
I
five.
watched the second half, but
Okay, okay.
I had turned it when I turned it on. I heard Jim Jackson. He said, "Man, the first quarter, the fans was in here like, man, we bought tickets, so we might as well just go and go to the game anyway." He said that's the energy they was giving off. He said in the second quarter, that's when they kind of came alive because he said the Knicks started hitting shots. He said, but in that first quarter, it's like, man, I bought the tickets, I might as well go.
say, bro, I think Jim Jackson growing on me. Like real talk. I like his commentary. Like I usually be
Shoot, he better
tuning
than a
them
lot
niggas
of
out,
them.
man. Yeah, I usually be tuning them niggas out, right? Especially like Grant Hill and then, probably boy, I would never listen to Grant Hill. But Jim Jackson was saying he was speeding and he actually
Greg
talking
Anthony,
about the
all
game.
right.
He talked too slow. Greg Anthony talked slow as hell, man.
He be
You had to
talking
put
like
that.
he commentating an elementary school game.
Don't be talking slow, bro. Like he
But
ain't got the names in
he
front of
still
him.
be keeping it basketball though. I'm like, man, Mark Jackson them cool, but I'm like, it sounds like they be trying to be like Charles Barkley and them, but as commentators.
You know oh, you seen that post where it said Charles Barkley was dissing Mark Jackson? You seen it, right?
Yeah, he wasn't gonna throw his name out there because I don't think he got no real bad blood with him.
Man, he called that boy an idiot multiple times.
He
He
called
was
him and
get
Shaq. He called Shaq an idiot all the time. Him and Shaq best friends.
yeah, yeah, I guess. But Knicks Heat, man. Say, bro, I told y'all about that Knicks. I ain't gonna call it a big three, mid three. The Knicks mid three play really well, bro. Julius Randle, he tried his hardest to stink that shit up too at the beginning. Boy, see, you did. Yeah, you didn't watch the first half. Well, ooh wee, Julius Randle played bad. Let me go to my notes. I was writing about it, right? I'm like, man, lazy defense by Randle off the ball gives up easy layup to Kevin Love at the beginning. That was the first quarter, and then I was like, but then at the same, see, bro, this would make Julius Randle probably the most frustrating player in the NBA. And Ray, I wrote it down. This what happened in the first quarter. He had lazy defense on off the ball, gave up an easy layup off a backdoor cut to Kevin Love. But then right after that, he hit a step back three on Bam Adebayo. Then right after that, he laid on the ground, nursing his eye, took a play off. Then he got up, took a tough midi fadeaway on an ISO. And it was like that all happened back to back to back, right? It was like something bad, but then it was like he hit a mean step back on Bam. And he was like,
Yeah, I seen
see,
that.
it's like that's what I want to see. But then right after that, dude got hit in the eye. He took a whole play off. And then it was like, then he took a
I
tough
was gonna
at
say I was that's when I noticed that when he's at the free throw line. And at first I thought like he was just like he was mean mugging somebody. I'm like, this dude got a shiner on his
that shit would look bad too. And then he as soon as he got back in the game. Like after the timeout, he took the toughest mid of the other day. Like right after that, I'm like, bro, you didn't even let your eye clear up a little bit. That boy went straight
you
to a
can't
tough
even
mid.
see out of one of your eyes.
And I feel like that was the story of the first half. Randall was trying to establish himself, and it's like this is Thibodeau team. It's not Randall team. It's not Brunson team. This is they gave the keys to Tom Thibodeau. Do you feel like that? Because you know how sometimes it's like, definitely it's the players' team, and sometimes it could be the coach team. I think this is a Thibodeau team, and
I
Randall
think it's
probably still
Brunson's.
think it's his team. I don't think it's Brunson's team. I don't think that. I think
So
I
far in
think
the
this.
playoffs, it's saying like it is.
I feel like Brunson the best player, but they play according to Thibodeau. Like they go as far as he's leading that team, if that makes sense.
I say they mindset, especially when it comes to on the defense side, comes from Thibodeau.
I like his adjustments too, because they were doing Randall ISOs in the first half. Randall didn't have it going. I ain't gonna say he didn't have it going, but he wasn't as good as Brunson. Because as soon as they staggered them minutes, and where Julius Randall was on the bench and Brunson was in with his second unit, Brunson now they came back and they took the lead. Because it was really a game in that first quarter. And then after that, like the second quarter, that's when the Knicks kind of opened it up, and then the Heat came back in that fourth quarter. But that
This
that
boy
that,
Tatum
that
got
sick
3 points.
right now.
Yes, he just made his first basket.
What's going on in that game?
I mean, he been getting boards. He been facilitating, but it's still just it's crazy. How bad he been struggling offensively, like what scoring wise in this series. Boy, 1 for 12 out there.
Tragic. But
Like he been doing everything else right. It's just that when it comes to his field goal percentage, it's like what? Like if you wasn't watching the game, you just like went to see his stats. You was like, oh my god. But if you actually don't watched it, he been really controlling the flow of their offense. He been defending well, but his shooting is just atrocious. I don't know. And it's stuff like it's not like he just shooting bad. It's shots that look like they going in, they rimming out. He might miss a. We might consider it a tough layup, but he should finish that really. Oh my god,
but
bro! I
so
hope Brown ain't. I hope that ain't what I think it was.
what happened? An injury?
May, okay, maybe it was just a wet spot, but that dude, the way he fell down, that must like he almost tore something.
Mm. But you still think
That mug is
the
what that they need to call a timeout or something.
you think the Knicks and do you think they got a chance to come back in this series from down 3-1? I think they the better team, right? I mean, they got the most talent. They the most talented team out of these two teams. In Game 5, it showed they talent. And this time, they wasn't doing stupid stuff. Like Jim Jackson was pointing it out too. He was like, man, like lose 50-50 balls, turnovers, like all the small stuff was the only reason why the Knicks was losing. That's what he was saying. And in this game, they cleaned that up. Because remember, I kept pointing out to y'all, I'm like, man, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and RJ Barrett, they all having 20-plus point games, each of them. But what was killing them was the small stuff, like them dudes not getting loose balls and shit like that. Do you agree with me that the Knicks the more talented team?
Of course, people gonna look at every series that Heat goes into, especially every team that's left. The Heat are going to be the least talented team. That has nothing to do with advancing in the playoffs, though. We done seen that in the history of the game. Just because you're more talented, don't mean you're gonna win.
But if the most talented team is finally seeming like they getting it together and turning it up at the right time, you gotta realize it's Jalen Brunson's first year with the Knicks. His first year fully playing with his team, with his coach.
We're gonna say they
And
finally got it together when they almost let them come back in the same game. They almost got it together in.
but it's the Heat though, right? Like the Heat,
Exactly.
you are okay. Yeah, I see what
I
you're
have
saying.
more trust in the Heat than the Knicks.
Okay, I feel you. So you predicting them closing it out game 6?
I think so.
I ain't gonna stop. I think the Knicks go get game 6, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like the Heat might put it away in game 7 though.
Hey man, make sure. All I'm gonna tell the Knicks is, if y'all ain't got no vacation plans, y'all are in Miami, so
Oh, you ready to go to the Lakers Warriors?
yeah.
Game 5, Lakers Warriors. Say, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know, bro. These dudes, these dudes on Golden State, they pick and choose when they want to show up. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like Stephen Curry supporting Cash is so bad. Because I know they champs. I know they champs. I know this a dynasty. I know these dudes is winners. But man, them dudes be playing like busters sometimes. Curry be having to carry them dudes. You know, this the first game I think in the Lakers where it was like 3 people over 20 points. Let me make sure. But the fact that you got a 20 ball from Draymond, you got a 20 ball from Wiggins, that's all you need when Steph playing like, you know what I'm saying? When Steph doing his thing, y'all need somebody to come with him. I feel like they won the rebounding battle against LA, which I don't think and this is an interesting stat, Ray. Whoever won the rebounding battle won the game in every game of this series so far. So they won the rebounding battle. Because remember, I was talking about that. We was talking about this in when we was previewing the series. We was talking about the rebounds because it was kind of even, but the Lakers couldn't afford to lose on the glass to Golden State because they get twos instead of threes, and it's like, man, points in the paint, rebounds, and then if Golden State have at least 1 or 2 players to get 20 points to help Steph Curry, I feel like that's where everything will come down to from now on, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, rebounding, second chance points. Um, Lakers gonna have to do way better in transition defense, but I know at this point in the season, it's gonna be hard to
Yeah, that,
just become a great transition defense team. And I don't even think it's so much as they got bad transition. They don't contest nothing.
they don't contest, bro. I
They'll
mean,
hustle to get down and just run beside you and let you go for a layup and don't like what? I'm like, so you're not gonna. And then I'm sick and tired of seeing Steph Curry drive to the lane and AD just sits there and run beside him. Like, so you're not trying. So you got all them block shots in the first round. Now you all of a sudden don't want to block shots no more. I don't understand. Like Curry not
uh,
hitting him with no move. He just simply is driving and going straight up. And oh my god, the commentators keep on talking about him adding that muscle. I'm like, that man, that muscle ain't got nothing to do with it. That boy should be getting that mug squatted every play. It's no reason AD should not be having like 5 blocks every game. Just off of that.
you don't feel like them dragging him out to the perimeter on the pick and rolls is bothering them?
Some of those ain't even off of pick and roll. Some of those are just off of him just driving.
Oh, so you feel like it's just
And he
AD
could be the
not
weak
just
side help or something. He come over and he just looks at him like, I don't know. The Lakers defense is still pretty solid in this series, but it's not what it was against Memphis.
but see, and I feel like that's a lot to ask for when you play an offense like this. Like that. I for what the Warriors
I
do,
understand because they got they
I
got they
feel
got they got a they got a 1-2 punch with the outside shooting, and their driving ability ain't as crazy as Memphis is, but it's just the fact that you have to stay honest because they can shoot.
yeah. I don't feel like that the Lakers defense has been bad. I just feel like the Warriors just kind of found some, especially yesterday. But Draymond not gonna have another game like that. So it's like that's another one of them games where you can point at like, oh, that's how they won. That probably won't happen again. And
But
Draymond
even
Green,
you can say in game 2, people said the same thing. Like, "What the Warriors done figured it out," and then the Lakers came back and won 2 straight. So
because I can see, and then Wiggins had that third quarter. I think he had like 8 in the third quarter when I feel like that was the because this was people forget this was a close game. This wasn't no blowout. This wasn't
When
no
80 went down, that's when it definitely
yeah.
shifted.
But that first
They
half
was
it was
really taking
competitive.
they was really taking advantage of the paint then.
Let me see what did they have in points in the paint because I remember we was talking about that was gonna be something. Yeah, they had 50 to LA's 52, and then they out LA kind of kept up on in the 3-point battle. Uh, but they got out rebounded. That was the main thing, getting out rebounded, and pretty much everything else is even. They got out rebounded. They got out rebounded on the offensive glass and the defensive glass. So they got out rebounded 48-38. That's just unacceptable. I ain't gonna lie. That's unacceptable. Them
They
dudes six
childish.
eight. Them dudes 6'8", man.
They showing they was showing Jason Tatum on regular season average. And they gonna show how many points he got tonight. So my regular season average 30.1 tonight 3.
That is it's crazy. What's Jalen Brown doing? Oh, he
You know
ain't
what
doing all
Jalen
that hot
Brown do.
either.
I think that, I don't I don't honestly don't know how they was even winning.
Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart 6 for 10, 3 for 6 from three, 17 points. Malcolm Brogdon 5 for 7, 3 for 3 from
So
three,
Marcus Smart
13
has a
points.
more impact on his scoring than Tatum did.
Look
Was that
like
what
yes.
old
That's what it
is that what old boy was saying?
looked. He was talking about the defense, like
No,
how
he was talking about even Tatum scoring.
uh,
He was like
I,
Tatum, like he said, you got different type of scores, and Tatum, he don't really he don't feel like he impacts the game from a scoring standpoint. I think Tatum is much more than just a scorer though. Like he I mean he did average 30 this year, but he done developed into a two-way. He done took on more responsibility as a facilitator. He done became a way better rebounder. So
yeah.
I mean, for try to just limit him as man, why ain't he impacting the game? Like, dude, he has way much more on his plate now.
Man, why you didn't say that yesterday? I was kind of saying like that was kind of basically my point. Let me get your predictions real quick, and we can get into that. So what's your predictions for Game 6, Lakers Warriors, and then we go
They
through the
say
last.
they say it's no scenario where 80 don't play. I I know what LeBron said about they not listening to the media. I know they listen. I know they hear the outside noise. I'm not saying that they not that just means don't get distracted by it. But I know you hear it. It's impossible just to clog your ears up and be like, I don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see a monster game from AD or LeBron.
Okay.
More so, I
Okay.
want to see it from AD though, because he got a lot of people to shut up. Shaq and Charles Barkley laughing at you on live TV, and you could have had a possible concussion. Like, bro, they take you as a joke. They don't think that was even a serious injury. They think you on one of the early rest.
Bro, he was in a wheelchair, right? That is hilarious. It's like
Hey, when you got a
that wasn't
serious,
even no elbow. That was like a forearm, bro. That wasn't even
hey,
like
like
no elbow.
like any other player that was in the game or former player said, they said any part of your head get hit in the wrong place, anything can be damaging.
I feel you. I feel you. But so you got Lakers in Game 6.
Yep, I want to see a monster game out of AD. I
You
know people
know,
keep saying depending on him ain't. All right.
I'm. I ain't gonna stunt.
One
I'm
thing,
going.
one thing I can say, this year that 80 has done better than any other year is when people doubt him more times than not. That's when he do actually come out and you be like, man, we ain't gonna see 80 like that again though. So I'm banking on it. I'm counting on it.
Okay.
80 has overcome some stuff this year. Like far as from that aspect. It used to be a point in time I was like, man, I'm questioning, do he really like love the game still? Do he want to be out there? Do he still want to be like, bro, just going to retire? If this the case, because but no, I feel like this year when everybody doubted him, I think that's when he go out there and have his best games.
I think he's trying to take that softness off of him. Like he's trying to actually shed that label. I feel that way. I do feel that way too.
I don't think he was never soft. I think it was just more so all them
That boy
injuries he
was
was
soft.
having.
That boy was soft, man.
No, when I think about soft, I think about how they was labeling Paul Gasol back then.
Paul Gasol
If
was
you old enough,
tougher
if you
than
old to all the people out there listening, if you old enough, you remember this. But I look at softness like that. I don't look at somebody who injury prone as soft. Because when he was out there playing, wasn't nobody touching him. And you know what he was on the defense end. So how can you be soft if you can't be touched on offense and you great on defense?
man. I feel like he had some injuries he could have been playing through. Like he type dude, he get an injury and just like
Bro,
Kawhi,
you gotta
just
realize when you in sports, your most important thing to have is your legs. That's where his injuries was coming from. If you ain't got your legs, I do not want you out there on the court. Just because we seen AI and Kobe play with a high severe ankle sprain does not mean everybody need to go out there and do that. Because when they did that, they didn't look that great. So what are you doing that for? Just to be like, man, so and so really got hard. I don't care what the fans think. If I'm not ready to go out there, I don't care. The fans gonna call me soft if I don't go out there. I don't care. The fans not cashing my checks or writing them. So I guess you can say from one point they are kind of writing them because we filling the seats up, um, but still, like man, at the end of the day, you gotta do if you ain't feeling right, it ain't worth it. Just because the
man.
fan, just because the fans gonna criticize you.
I feel you on that, but AD was out here talking about, man, I ain't picked up a basketball in this long. I don't got nothing else to prove. And he was saying some soft shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Hey, but when your boy KD said he don't care about legacy, you swept that under the rug. I see.
man, I said they were losing 5. I ain't sweep this shit on the real. But
No,
damn,
he
I
said
forget.
that. He said that before on the series. He said that before the playoffs started.
Shit, man, I didn't like it. But let's get to the because you were saying some interesting stuff about the Tatum shit. Because y'all don't know why you didn't say it yesterday. But go back to that. Because you were saying he was saying what?
Oh no, he was talking about his impact on scoring. He don't feel like he said Tatum have a 30-point game, and you don't even realize it to the end of the game. You check the like the on the box score, and he was saying you can actually feel when Brown puts 30 on you. And I was just saying that's because Brown is strictly that's all you're gonna feel because that's all he's really bringing to the table.
Especially on the offensive end.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's a little bit different. If he do have some assist in there, or he have a high rebounding game, that's a plus
Yeah.
because
So you
he
basically
re-
agree with me? Because I was like, man,
yeah.
Tatum is a better player, but he probably can't be your closer. But shit, that's okay. Shit. Especially if you put him there. I feel like that Trey Young trade, man, right. Trey Young and Jason Tatum. Stop it. Stop it. And then they already said Jalen Brown wanted to go to Atlanta. And then shit, Atlanta was still at the very minimum will be exactly where they are now. A play-in team. So it's like shit. And like Trey been dragging their ass to the conference finals. So I don't know. I really like that trade, right? Because I feel what bro was saying. Because Tatum not a dog. Tatum not the dude that Jimmy Butler. Well, he can do it sometimes, but it's like you ain't banking on Tatum doing it. So Trey Young though is Trey. I want Trey Young in those situations every time. I want Trey Young. If Trey Young was next to Tatum and he was next to Robert Williams and he was next to Al Horford and them dudes, right? And Tatum, he next to Tatum too. Man, give me that all day, man. Jaylen Brown, you can go and do what you want to do, man. Go on, get up out of here. You done had all these interviews and you been talking about this, you talking about that. You unhappy, get your ass on. Trae Young, come on with it. That shit probably would save Trae Young career too, right? How do you feel about that trade scenario, or am I being too fantastical with it?
Mm, I don't know. That's something I actually have to see.
But do
But
you
just
get
cause
where I'm
look,
coming from?
just cause you can provide logic to it, it still gotta. It's that's just like you write your hypothesis. At the end of the day, you gotta prove that must be more than just a hypothesis. Like
Would you try it? Let's say the Boston Celtics lose in 6 to the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't even make it back to the ECF. Would you pull the trigger on that trade? Especially if Jaylen Brown is unhappy.
I'm pretty sure if they don't get a championship out of this year, they definitely gonna pull the trigger.
Cause man,
Anything, only thing that can save this season and what Jaylen Brown and got going on is a championship. Anything below that, I don't care if they make it back to the finals. If they don't win, it's the end of the era.
cause I don't know if you follow JJ Redick podcast, but then he had a clip earlier today, and he was saying they got just overlapping skill sets. Like you can't they have similar body types, so they when they run actions, you just switch, and then it's like you can't do a Jokic and Murray pick and roll, you know what I'm saying, or Embiid and Harden pick and fade or pick and roll, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's more of your turn, my turn. That's what he was saying. And it do feel like that. You remember how Katie, and then you heard what Colin Cowherd said. It was like Katie and Westbrook. I don't feel like it's as bad because the KD and Westbrook years in OKC, it was no actions being ran at all. I hated that offense, but it's similar. It's like your turn, my turn, and we damn near got the same type of skill set. Jaylen Brown just can't pass with his skill set. So it's like I don't know, right? I'm kind of over it. Not that it can't work, but I feel like it's too hard to make that shit work. It would be too hard to make it work. They should have kept Ime Udoka if they was going. What's going on in the game now?
Oh,
7-3-7.
it's about to be the start of the fourth quarter and a commercial now.
Embiid and Maxey doing their thing. Well, I can't say Embiid doing his thing. You a center. You going 6 for 13. You over 2 from 3. Embiid need to get
That
his
boy
big
think
ass
he
in the paint.
mellow.
Well, get your ass in the paint, man. I could tell by just looking at his numbers. I ain't even watching the game. I could tell by Embiid numbers. I know how he played. It's like that's why you heard Shaq shooting all them strays at him when he was like, man, what's the name? The best big in the league, Jokic. Chris, what up with it?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good.
What up, man?
So, uh, but yeah, man. I guess what else can we get into? What other? I guess we could talk Nuggets, son. Yeah. Nuggets, sons. I really don't. I can't even say too much about their last game. They whooped they ass. It really wasn't. I can't say it's too much to say.
That
I guess.
boy Bruce Brown is a troll. When they was trying to walk into their huddle,
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna say.
bro,
I thought that was kind of
bro,
corny,
Bruce
bro.
Brown had me dying the way he turned and looked at KD. He looked at him like, what?
And we finally had him a 20-point game. He was smelling himself, man. We ran at like 25, I think.
That boy Jokic out there flopping. I'm like, come on, Jokic. We know KD didn't push you like that.
So is we gonna finally agree that Jokic is the most mentally tough big in the NBA? I don't feel like it's even close, man.
Is that a huge accomplishment or
I
anything?
can
Or
say that's like I don't know.
he better too. He the best big too.
I mean, we've seen Jokic. I mean, people get under his skin and he retaliates to certain stuff. So I mean, if you talk about mentality wise, like coming into the game, getting his numbers every day, yes. But sometimes he do be picking fights, or yeah, he has little incidents.
But he's not soft. He ain't soft.
No,
Mental toughness don't mean that don't mean that you not um your mental can be tested in other ways though too. It ain't just about he's soft. It could be about how do you stay in character? How do you
Say
stay
man.
poised at all times when the game not going your way? How do you react? And we seen in this series where he's on the bench when they was in Phoenix and he was over there losing his cool in a timeout. So I mean, it ain't just about he ain't soft. I mean, I feel like I was saying earlier about Paul Gasol, I feel like Paul at one point was sort of soft, but he always stayed poised. Like it ain't just like mental, like everybody mental toughness or got a mental edge in some way.
Say man. I done seen AD do some soft shit in these playoffs. Aiden is the softest player I think I've ever seen. Uh Embiid, bro, he was getting yelled at by PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker yelling at this man. Joker's the only person who's just he showed up and doing his job, going above and beyond, man. It's like in terms of bigs, this is soft ass era, man. I ain't finna play with y'all. Cause man, DeAndre Ayton not playing today. Y'all know that?
he's
Why he
not
not
playing
playing?
for sure.
Yeah, he's not playing. He damn what they said it's some bullshit, right? He was getting yelled at by Devin Booker and them too hard. Cause he
He said
got up.
he said he had an eardrum burst.
Yeah. he just soft, bro. He's made of Charmin. He's a shih tzu and a Great Dane body, man.
Hey,
Hey man. He probably would have been a hell of a
I called him out there. What's going? He got killed in the finals. It was just man, what they call it, a
that nigga,
schoolyard beat down.
bro. That nigga became that nigga son, man. That boy Giannis, man. That was nasty, fool. That probably would kill his goddamn confidence right there. All them damn
I
ass
ain't
whoopings in a
seen,
row,
man. Last time we seen bigs getting dominated like that in the finals was when Shaq was playing.
man.
I'm like, this dude is just. Did y'all take his order or something before the game? Because he just had like, bruh,
They should have
this
let that
dude
nigga go to
serving y'all on a
Indiana.
silver platter.
They should let that. And people always try to say Chris Paul was the reason they lost. It was Aiden, but they should have sent, bro. They should let that nigga go to Indiana, man. Now they got a bum on their roster for the next 4 years. Ain't nobody picking that shit up. Unless you force feed him at the beginning of the year, then try to flip his ass. But Aiden is the softest player in the NBA, man. It's not close. Well, I'm pretty sure he's not the soft. I'm pretty sure he's softer players, but the softest player to get a lot of minutes.
He the softest starting big for sure.
Like it's not even close, right? That oh,
He wasn't even going off against Zuba. I was like, yeah,
man.
you done.
yeah,
I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all, because it's like I don't want to hear nothing because he don't even play hard on defense when he not like reluctant on offense. It's like he don't play hard in no area of the sport, bro. He don't even run hard. He don't take shit to run. He in shape. I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is with Aiden. But then it's not just I can't say it's just Aiden, man. All them big man. It's a lot of these soft ass bigs, man. Embiid for him to bro. Al Horford was bullying Embiid for a little while there, man. PJ
Man,
Tucker had to come over here and say,
you
"Come
know
on,
why Embiid wasn't like that in that game.
wow."
So we're gonna act like he just didn't come back from an injury.
I was about to
He was
say.
out
my
there playing with.
goodness!
He was out there playing with a whole brace on. You put a
Right,
brace on to see how hard it is to move in it.
he was scared to shoot.
How
He
he?
was he was looking side
I
to
don't think.
side on
I
layup
don't.
attempts. He was
DJ,
scared
I
to
know.
forfeit.
DJ,
No,
I know. You know better than this. Put a heavy brace on your leg and see how hard it is to move. If I can't move,
Ray, he was
how you
doing
think
it
that's gonna
all
affect my
game.
shooting? Ain't my legs part of shooting? Ain't that the most important part of my shooting? Is my legs?
So why he wasn't doing it in the first quarter? Why you wait to the
What you mean?
last
Why he
3
wasn't doing the
minutes?
first quarter?
He literally was getting the ball and looking for Al Horford like he was hesitating. He was hesitating. That shit was off. When your teammate has to come over after because he was scared to get a rebound. PJ Tucker had to get the rebound and put it up and get that and one. And after that, he went over to Joel Embiid, got in his ear, and was yelling at that man.
And
But
look
that's
how he
I seen
happened.
it,
responded. Look how he responded.
No, I feel you, but it's just
bro. I
like,
think
why the hell
you
you
keep
just
on saying
turn
you keep
soft
on.
for 2 minutes?
I think you reading too much into the yelling. I don't think he was yelling at him. I think he was just really trying to pump him up. Like
But that's what I'm saying. I don't mean like yelling at him like you a bum like Aiden.
probably
But
was telling him like these dudes ain't got no. These dudes cannot guard you. He probably
but
saying
that's
stuff like that. You think the whole time he talking
he's
about,
a
man, what the f is up? Like, bro, like you think he talking crazy to him or something?
he's an MVP. Why the hell you gotta do that to an MVP?
So we ain't never. Oh, okay, DJ.
Nah, you don't, nah, not in the playoffs, Ray. Hell no. Nah. If this would have been Jokic, you would have been on his ass. If let Aaron Gordon have to be yelling at Jokic to come on, man. Come on,
I probably
dog.
laughed about it, but I wouldn't have thought too much of it.
See,
Cause that
Chris,
dude was
Chris laughing because Chris know that's cap, right? Bro, Chris, you telling me out of the time you done spent with Ray, if Jokic was having to get chewed out or a pump up from goddamn Aaron Gordon, you think Ray wouldn't have came in here and been on in Jokic's ass, man?
for one, we know what type of player PJ is. PJ done had moments with Giannis. I'm not. That's just you got to realize he's one of those type of players. He'll do that to anybody. It don't matter.
No, I'm not
He
saying that
don't
he
care about your
wouldn't.
status in the NBA and nothing like that.
No, I'm not saying that he wouldn't, but I'm saying you wouldn't react. You wouldn't have reacted how you reacting to Embiid if it was
If
Jokic.
PJ Tucker was on what's it
The
called?
Nuggets.
Yes, when they was losing in Phoenix, I guarantee you PJ Tucker would have had a moment where he would have been shouting at that whole team. That's just
Yep.
that's the type of player he is. Like I don't I don't know how to explain it no more than that. He's just a very passionate player.
I feel
That's
that.
all there is to it. It don't
I
have to be
feel
about
that.
you playing bad. It could just be bad about if the team is playing bad and you're supposed to be our number one guy. Okay, I'm coming straight to you. You may not be playing bad, but we need you to round up the team. So I'm gonna come
Man,
directly at you and let you know.
you know Embiid had the same amount of rebounds as Tyrese Maxey and PJ Tucker. And he had less than Tobias Harris and James Harden, man. That dude is, I don't know, bro. He don't rebound. I don't know. Embiid got soft. He not soft. I ain't gonna say Embiid soft because that's going too far. But he's more finesse than what his body would tell you. You know what I'm saying? You look at Embiid and you would think he's a bruiser. He's a dominant force. He is on defense sometimes, but on offense, man, he's so damn finesse at times, man. Dude be going 10 for 23, like 3 for 7 from 3. He take all them like you said, mellow shots, man. Sometimes that shit soft too. Get your ass in the post, man. That's why Shaq be on his ass, man. And B got some softness to him too, man. The only big. Look at Sabonis. Look at what's happening with Sabonis. Bam out of Bayou. Man, he big soft, man. The more I'm thinking about this, man, these niggas soft, man. Them dudes soft, bro. And for some of them to be soft on offense, come on, dog. I don't know, bro.
I
These
ain't gonna
bigs are
lie,
soft.
man. Sabonis got his chest stepped on, got elbowed in the eye, and still didn't miss not 1 minute.
No,
It's a
bro,
lot
he
of
was going to
bigs. It's a lot of bigs in the league. If they would have had to, if they got done like he did, would have had any excuse in the book to be like, I can't play next game. I can't finish the game, coach. I
say,
think
man, he was scared to shoot wide open middies, man.
he fractured my sternum, coach.
Now I feel you on that. He's tough, but he still was offensively soft, defensively soft. Sabonis was soft, man. He didn't
Well, if
play
you
like
did your
he's.
homework, I mean, we knew what he was coming into the
I
game. I mean, coming into the playoffs.
if you did,
We
I
knew
was
what
telling
we knew what he
y'all
was.
that was
We know.
y'all.
No, I was talking about the Kings as a team. I like the King. I never said that I was never overhyping him.
Yeah.
I liked what
Man,
I seen out of Fox. That's the main. That's the main person I was hyping up. I was talking about how he was becoming a superstar, but right before our eyes.
yeah,
I
I
never said
feel
anything
that
about Sabonis other than
after I
now the only thing.
exposed him,
Only thing I said about Sabonis was if he could just match his numbers from the season.
that's
He was
it.
struggling to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Bam Adebayo, we gonna say he not soft at times. That boy having a soft ass approach to offense. That boy be soft on offense. That's the wild part.
That boy be getting the ball. They passing the ball. He be looking at me like, huh?
Like, bro, come on, bro. He's soft on offense. You get even less points for being soft on offense. How you tough on defense and soft on offense? Like, I don't know, bro. So, am I at least? So, are y'all hearing me correctly? And is it valid? This era of big men soft as hell, man.
I mean, I'll
This is
agree
one of
to
the.
an extent, but I think it's also just like the way the game has evolved over the years and the play styles. I mean, that's just how it is now.
Man, shit. 7 feet 6'10", 6'11", still 7 feet 6'10", 6'11", man. Get your big ass down there and do something, man.
I hear what Chris saying about how the game has evolved, but I will only agree with that statement truly if everybody in the league was soft. Because we got guards that's not soft. So
Yeah.
just because your game has translated to okay, we no longer these brute forces in the paint. That ain't a. I don't know. That's I can't. Because even like
Bro,
a player like Jalen Brown is. I wouldn't look at him as a soft player. I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't look at
did,
Marcus Smart as a soft player. Um, Fox. Just a lot of names I can go off just that's
yeah.
guards or wing players that are not
Man,
soft.
Yeah.
preach. Because Sabonis third team All NBA, y'all. That mean they said he's the third best center in the NBA. Dude was getting shut down by Kevon Looney, man. Shut down and out rebounded. Back in the day,
This
what
boy
third
just
best
earned
center? Come on,
Kevon Looney a crazy country. What's called paycheck.
come on now.
We ain't never talked about like they was talking about Kevon Looney like I've never heard them talk. They talking about him like they always talked about him like this. Talking about oh my god, Kevon Looney, he had 20 rebounds. I'm like, bro, what?
Bro.
He just
Who?
goes out there and plays so much hard. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard y'all even speak on this dude before.
Nah.
What All NBA center from back in the day would have struggled with Kevon Looney, y'all? Come on now. And Sabonis a multiple time. Uh, I don't know, man. But
Probably
I
somebody
get
from
off
the
this.
60s.
He would probably
And
he'll
even
be the one
then,
to lead this shit,
I don't
man.
even think they would.
Kevon Looney? No
I
offense
know,
to
I know,
Kevon
I know
Looney,
the,
but he been
I know
getting
the.
cooked by AD.
Yeah, that was crazy. And Kevon Looney was like the thing was he didn't have a chance to check him on offense because that's not they know better. We're not going to give you the ball on offense, Kevon Looney, especially not for scoring purposes. So he didn't have a chance to come back and to do anything defensive wise. So all he could do was okay. Let's see what you're gonna do on offense against him. And man, it just it just didn't look good.
Man. I ain't capping for no Kevon Looney, man, or no Demontis Sabonis. That shit was weak, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's one
But
of the worst center battles I've ever seen in the NBA playoffs. Period. I was just like, this is the worst big battle ever, and they over here
he's
really trying to make this exciting. Like, bro, this is terrible.
and he all NBA. Sabonis didn't have two different moves, man. He didn't
No.
have two moves.
That's crazy.
He couldn't even hit an open midi. I'm like, bro, what can you do on offense?
So I'm just saying these bigs is soft, bro. Rudy Gobert, how many goddamn awards Rudy Gobert done got in this soft ass big era? Come on now,
And
come
he
on,
like a
Anthony Towns,
3-time, 4-time
Yeah,
defense player of the year. Is it 3-time?
two or
something like
three.
that.
That's crazy.
This era of bigs is softly knocked out. I forgot about Cat and Rudy Gobert,
I ain't gonna lie. Tillman would have cooked Looney.
Oh
bro.
man, I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know about that
Man,
one.
he's
Tillman had a
that.
20-point game on the Lakers.
I think
That
that
was
say
that
more
was
about
AD
AD
soft.
than about Tilly. Yeah, I say
But
that. That's
no,
more about
they
AD.
wasn't let it. They was literally going 1-on-1 with Looney and Sabonis. So you tell me that Tillman wouldn't make easy work of that
I don't know, Sabonis or Looney.
on Looney?
No,
I don't know, because Tillman actually can finish around the basket way better than Sabonis can.
Man, he
I'm
big suck,
I'm
man.
not saying he gonna go out
Look
there
who
and
we
average
talking
20
about.
points.
Look who we're talking about. This is the softest era of bigs ever, man. It gotta be.
It
I'm
ain't so
over it.
much as soft. It's just that there ain't as many big names, ain't many as elite centers as it once was, or elite bigs in general.
yeah,
Man, say dog. Cause I don't we done named the big names. You got Embiid, AD, Jokic, Cat, Sabonis, Bam. Come on, man.
I
Them
don't
niggas soft.
even
That
want to say
shit's
the
too
other dude
soft.
name.
Who?
You already know. I'm just gonna call him DA. I ain't calling his
Oh
name.
no. See, man, them these big soft. What else we got to talk about? Stop talking about these soft ass dudes, man. And this dude Chris ain't. Damn, dude Chris ain't came. So
You want to just jump into it?
for all NBA.
yeah, if I get, we'll do it live.
Whew. All right.
Pull it up. I should have had it pulled up. I thought I did. No,
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
remember the first thing. You remember the first thing, right? I think I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
This
want
was
me to name it
Embiid's
off?
first. Yeah, so I'm finna pull it up.
You got Giannis, Tatum, Embiid, Shea Gilgeous, Alexander, Luka Doncic. I'm gonna get real disrespectful.
Oh no.
Don't you do it.
Oh gosh.
Don't you
I
do
don't
it.
know what the NBA criteria is, but if you don't make the playoffs, that should automatically mean you don't have no first team. What business do they have being first team and they ain't making no playoffs?
That's crazy.
Who you
They
sneak
don't. They
this?
don't. They don't. No, hold on a second. They don't took off other all-time greats if they didn't make the playoffs. They done took off other people, all-star caliber players if they didn't make the playoffs. So you're not gonna penalize them? I
Who you
don't care
talking
what type
about?
of.
Dropping names.
Yeah.
It's only two people on that list that didn't make the playoffs: Luka and Shea.
No, I'm you talking about the people that you say left off in the past.
Oh, in the past, man, come on now. We already know one name off the top of the head, but they
Right.
ain't.
Who
Man,
you put? I ain't putting none of these dudes over Luca and SGA, man. I'm not
bro.
putting Donovan Mitchell over them. I ain't putting Steph over there. He didn't play enough. Jimmy Butler was no.
So
I'm
you
not
telling
putting
me
Jimmy.
Fox don't deserve to
Jalen
be first team? You telling me Fox don't deserve to be first team? That what you telling me?
Fox,
first team
first team.
Who?
over who?
Fox should deserve to be second team, sure.
I'll put him second
So,
team.
bro, this is
Right now,
crazy.
come on now. You don't just jump straight to no damn first team. SGA did.
Trey Young was out there averaging almost 30 points and 13 assists one year, and he didn't get a all NBA team period that year. And we sitting here trying to debate about two guys that didn't make the playoffs.
Man, You know damn well
Nah,
what Luca and SGA is though.
I don't care. Because when we did no, DJ, I don't want to see you switch up now. Because when we did our all NBA, when we did our all NBA personally, we did not have Luca on what's called on first team.
Yes, we did.
That's a mistake.
Remember we was mad about it? Yes, we did.
And
Oh no, let me speak for myself. Then I didn't have him as my first team. I only think I might have had him like second or third. I can't. I think it was second team I had.
Cause you remember I was talking shit about it. I said, man, Luca's up here, but I'm like, man, I don't like it. We come on, man, it's Luca. We know he was gonna be first team, but it's like it's nasty.
So why you up here trying to defend it?
Because we knew it was happening. We did this a long time ago. We knew it was gonna happen. We had it on our NBA first team. Let me go through our list. What was it? Let me see if I can find ours. Cause Ray on here capping, man. Cause I ain't. That was not the problem. Now, if you would have said SGA, but you don't go straight to Luca, I'd rather you would just be like, man, SGA could have been left off first time.
So
I wouldn't have been mad if he.
So
if
Luca
SGA
and SGA should be punished for having phenomenal seasons because the talent around them isn't on par with the other players on the first team.
Luca don't got no excuse.
No, Luca do got an excuse.
No, not to make no.
That's
He
that
didn't make a
Mavericks
play
fan
in.
bias.
I'm a
He
little
ain't making a
biased, but
play
I'm
in,
gonna just
dog.
say, they should have made the play, and I'll be fair with that. But beforehand, there was a lot of injuries too.
That's part of the game, right?
I ain't gonna stun. I ain't going, Chris. I ain't going for that. Not. You didn't make the play in. I was so disappointed in Luca this year, man.
I'm not going to defend them not making a play in. There's no excuse, in my opinion, for them to not make the play in. But they was up to the 4th seed before all this madness started happening.
But all NBA
They was up
first
to the
team
4th seed before he got some more help. Apparently,
Raynard is so fake. Hey, Chris. I want to tell you our all NBA first teams is exactly how they had it. It's exactly how they got it, bro.
No, when we did that, SGA was in the playoffs. I had SGA on it, but he was in the
This
playoffs.
dude Ray is fake.
He was in the playoffs then when we did that. You forgetting that this was during the regular season. Still, this when they had just what's it called, solidified they play-in spot, and I was like, I expected them to make it to the playoffs out of the play-in.
We had Luca, SGA, Tatum, Giannis.
I didn't have Luca though. I didn't have Luca on my first team.
Ray,
I think I had
our list. For the second
no
team, we
that
had
bro. Y'all
Fox,
voted. You
Mitchell,
remember when
Brown,
we
Randall, Jokic.
you remember when we didn't come down to agreement? We would
I know that,
we would have a judge.
I
And
know,
it
but
was
it's still
2-1. I said no to Luca. Y'all said yes, and I was like, that's y'all.
But Ray, that's what
I'm not putting him as
saying.
a first team, and you not making the playoffs. That's ugly.
So we had
That's
Fox,
any sport. If I see anybody in any sport, whatever all type of team they got, and you supposed to be the best player or one of the best players in the league, and you couldn't make the playoffs. I don't care how good you is. I don't care what your numbers look like. It obviously wasn't good enough to wheel your team to the playoffs.
Hey man, we predicted the first team exactly how they got it. So it's like I don't know what to tell you. Second team, they had the official second team is Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, Donovan Mitchell. Anything to say about that? I do not like that. I don't like.
I think they put Jimmy Butler up there just because of what he's doing in the playoffs. They're not going to admit it. They're not going to admit that. But that's, man, come on now. We know good and well he ain't, man. I ain't trying to hear it.
I don't know how we had Julius Randle on. Here go our second team. Oh my goodness, our second team is crazy. We had De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, Nikola Jokic. It's really not bad because I agree with our list. Probably I'd rather have Jimmy Butler over Randle. I'm okay with it because Ray we would have had to put Randle right there for our list. So
I'll take Randle over Butler this season.
Me too. But I ain't mad at it. I would take Fox over Curry this season for the regular season.
Now this third team, They just was throwing names in there.
This third team was so disrespectful.
LeBron
I damn near
James
didn't
should
want
not be on.
to.
I know they trying to
That
put him
dude.
up there because he got the scoring title this year and he averaged 30. But I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, that shit.
Come on. Like,
So they got
Right now.
De'Aaron Fox, Damian Lillard, LeBron James, Julius Randle, DeMontis Sabonis.
Yeah, that third team, I don't know.
hey,
It's 'cause-
man, like I said on my third team, DJ put that boy Bridges up there.
A lot of people got punished for not
Still
playing
ain't missing
games.
out one game.
I don't know.
Have to go from being a fourth option to automatically being number one option. Never cried, never complained, just showed up to work and did his job.
Stop it. What you saying, Chris? Because that's nonsense.
I say a lot of people
Am I
got
lying?
punished. No, but he's not deserving of All NBA now.
Come on, bro.
Bridges
No,
don't
be
deserve
for
to be
real.
at least third team.
No.
No.
Over what guy on that list? Just because he
Why
played all
is why is
82?
LeBron third team?
Man, he's still better than in Bridges, man. Stop that.
Just because you better don't mean you had a better season.
He still had a better year than Mikal
Bro,
Bridges.
we living off of
Mikal
just him
Bridges-
breaking the. We living off him breaking the scoring all-time
Ray
scoring record
Nard.
this year. That's all. That's the only reason why
Ray
he made it on that
Nard.
list.
Ray Bridges and the Nets was like 13 and 17, man. It was like 13 and 17 when they made that trade. You still was looking at that record shit because that's what Katie and Kyrie.
Bro, they were still in the
before they
playoffs.
left.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
They were, bro. They would have been a play-in.
You said out of your
a 10th
own
seed.
mouth, this dude really made me believe he looked like a number one now.
I
You
didn't
said
say
out of your
a
own
number
mouth.
one. I
Yes,
didn't
you
say
did.
number one.
Nah,
I said he was looking good.
All right. I can't remember if you said that on the phone on the episode, boy. If I find that clip, man, you better hope I don't find that clip.
So Bridges is more deserving of LeBron averaging like 28, 6, and 7.
Bruh. If you think LeBron looked all NBA this year, that's you.
He looked more all NBA. You think Mikal Bridges was
Bridges?
all NBA?
You could have gave me any other snub, but Bridges?
Come on, bro.
What
That's
other four would you? What other four would suffice then?
Lauri Markkanen?
Yes, Lauri Markkanen played better. He had a good year.
Man, he had a surprising year, not a good year.
So he wasn't
not no All NBA year.
Are you silly? If they didn't blow up that team on purpose, they probably come on now. Come on, bro.
He probably would have had
made the
argument
playoffs.
then.
Bro, they don't. Come on, man. Lauri Markkanen was better than LeBron. He was better than Mikal Bridges, man. Stop it.
He was better for a segment.
He's better than Bridges.
Lauri Markkanen was a sitcom. Bridges had an actual movie.
Man, Bridges had a stand-up special. That shit was funny. It was cute. I think they snubbed. I don't like Damian Lillard being on there either.
Not the biggest fan, but I mean,
man, his team was trash, man. They went to the tank, man. He got the worst record on all these goddamn teams.
That's what I was saying.
Who's you gonna replace him with?
It don't matter. Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards. I don't give a damn.
Jalen Brunson, in my opinion, is more deserving than him.
Because we had Jalen Brunson. Let me tell you who we had, Chris.
I would say Jalen Brunson.
I knew Jalen Brunson wasn't seeing no All-Star. When he didn't see the All-Star team, I knew he wasn't gonna see this.
Half these dudes didn't see the All-Star team.
Who didn't see it?
Jimmy Butler didn't see no All-Star team.
Was Sabonis an All-Star?
Well, we already know. I already told you why they put
Sabonis
him there.
All-Star.
Yeah, he was. He made it, and Fox
No,
didn't almost.
He was.
Oh, Fox wasn't an All-Star.
No, he didn't make it. Remember?
Injury replacement.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hey man, it's still on his own resume.
It's on his resume. I ain't saying. I just said.
Yeah, I was just saying. I forgot. Man, this third team is garbage. LeBron James and Damian Lillard make this third team garbage, man. They could have put Lauri Markkanen and Anthony Edwards on there, or Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards, or however the hell they.
Steph Curry should have been third team, to be honest.
Steph Curry shouldn't. We didn't even have Steph Curry on our list. Steph Curry didn't play.
I ain't gonna lie. You know why they didn't put Ja on there?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Ja got snubbed for not playing games,
Ja,
but he played more games than
bruh.
a lot of people on this list.
Speaking of Ja, y'all know he missing out on $39 million now since he ain't made
Yep.
all NBA team.
Yep.
He deserves that spanking, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to be like that, and I ain't trying to be
He
one of
want,
them niggas, man. He
bruh.
deserves that shit, man.
What's crazy is he want the AI treatment. Literally, he know AI was just being himself. He trying to force being this person. He trying to be.
I used to watch this dude at
This
Murray
is
State. This dude
crazy.
wasn't doing that shit, man. That
You
shit
say
is
what?
cap. I was watching him in college. He wasn't doing none of that shit, man.
That's what I just said. He trying to
Yeah.
force a character, and AI was just naturally being who he wanted. Like it's like, bro, they really punish AI for how he dressed. I mean, he was doing some other stuff, but come on now, they didn't have cell phone footage and all that stuff like they do now.
He wasn't running
It was
around
just
doing straight
word of
up
mouth of
dumb
what
ass
AI
shit.
was doing.
What bro was doing just straight up stupid, man. There's no way around it, dog.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from them doing this what they call it, this little subliminal punishment or whatever you want to call it.
That's pretty. Yeah,
We
that's
ain't gonna.
basically what that shit is. So I'm very unhappy with the third team though, y'all. Because now I'm thinking about it, I really wanted Brunson ain't on there. I really wanted goddamn Laurie Marketing on there probably. But for
Curry should have
sure,
made it.
Curry on the second team on the real list.
That's right. All that.
I don't think
He
Curry
got
should have.
the fact that Curry got some first team votes is hilarious.
Yeah.
He was killing though, but he just didn't play enough.
Yeah.
He didn't play enough. It seemed like every time I was trying to watch them, then he wasn't playing. My thing is, you could have, man. We hit the first team on the head though. That first team, we did this shit. I know Luka was gonna make it.
Notice that Shea and Luca are the only people on the first team that even got 13 votes. That means somebody was like, "Man, ain't no way, ain't no way." Nobody,
Man,
the people who probably voted for the third team was like, "I know everybody gonna agree with this."
bro, you a hater, bro. Them two
Bro,
dudes
I'm
was
just
two
saying,
two of the
They,
five
I,
best
they,
hoopers in the league. Man.
yeah.
bro. Y'all, man,
I,
y'all
I,
Just
don't
I,
get
because
it.
I
just because they
told
didn't
you,
make the playoffs,
We've
they
never
shouldn't be there at all.
we need to, man, one of these days we're gonna do a thorough research on how many players been named first team All NBA and they didn't make the playoffs. I want to see that.
oh, SGA get a pass though. That team wasn't even
No,
supposed to make the play in. No, that
I
team
ain't trying
wasn't.
to hear
That
Nah,
that.
team not
I'm
good.
not trying to hear that,
That team
man.
wasn't good, bro. He
They didn't have
drugged them to
play-ins
where they
back
was at.
then.
Right now, he drugged them to where they was at, man. Shea
Man, I ain't
Gilgeous
trying to hear
Alexander had a
that.
hell of a year.
So
He
he
had a
get
hell of a year.
he get an excuse when other players from the past didn't they didn't have
Bro, he was
play-ins.
on a rebuilding team. You know they had the
Oh
second
my
pick in the
god,
draft. They had the second pick in the draft, man. And the second pick got hurt. Didn't play not 1 minute.
that's
Why are
crazy.
you being so disrespectful to SGA? I understand Luka. Luka's just absolutely nasty. Luka didn't deserve it, even though he was good enough to be on there. So I can't say too much. But SGA should be getting props, man.
you can get props. I don't mean we gotta. Oh yeah, now we gotta throw you a first team All NBA for the props too. Like what?
Who you putting
I,
over SGA? Who you putting over SGA?
I already
Fox.
told you I had it as first team.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
Man, you out your
That's
damn brain.
that's crazy.
You out your damn brain,
A
man.
top three, maintain a top three seed for majority of the season. Finish first in fourth quarter points. Breakout season showing us the superstar potential. I don't understand why he shouldn't be first team.
Playing
Those
playing
three
with
things
another
alone.
playing with another All NBA member as well.
Did he look All NBA?
He on the list.
Is this Sabonis first All NBA?
Nah, no.
Okay.
That's why I said. That's why I said he's one of the like this center. These big men so weak, man.
He been an All NBA
Like
before?
yes, That's why I said this era of big man is terrible. That's why I don't like him. I don't like him even more because his accolades gonna make him seem like he better than what he was.
Dang.
Like, so, man, I was about to say something disrespectful.
That boy was a rebounding champ. That boy was all
Hey,
NBA, 3-time
you
All
know how
Star. Man,
hey, I'm gonna say, you know how they love to overhype his dad's career.
I be hating it. I be every time. I'm like, man, that dude was kind of fat.
Man, anytime I hear his dad name get brought up with other players, I'm like, man, this when they trying to talk about Jokic as the best passing center, well, you know, Sabonis, what? Dude average 3 assists. Like, come on, man.
Bro was past
And
his
I
prime
know,
in the NBA.
I know assists don't ain't the end all be all for you being a great passer, but bruh, come on, man. Dude got drafted when he was like 23, then come to the league till he was 33.
Yeah, that's not on him that he didn't play in his prime in the NBA.
So stop trying to hype up
Yes.
his washed up NBA career as if he did play those years.
Well, if he
That's
only.
what I'm saying when the NBA be trying to talk about him like he had his best years in the league. I'm like, bro, this is man, y'all got the sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
White
Yeah,
boy
that's true.
Chris, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Well, I will let you get to your all NBA. Man, we tried to wait for as long as we could, man.
Hey, I know
Nah.
Chris gonna get more disrespectful than me, so I'm waiting for it.
What you mean? Nah, see, I really didn't even get to hear, but I didn't get to hear because I was over here doing some shit and also watching this Philly game. But so let me grab my phone so I don't misspeak. Hold on, real quick. Excuse the noise. Excuse the noise.
Hey, Brown and Tatum over there smiling ear to ear over there hugging each other.
Nigga, so
Hey, you
together
he probably
one more
said
game.
Brown probably said, "Hey, you know who would have lost today? This be your last time seeing me, right?"
Real talk. Real talk. Them dudes had 19 and 17 points. These niggas
Now
went
that fourth quarter
11.
though,
They went 11 for 44, man.
you gotta realize Tatum came into the
34, I
fourth
mean.
quarter with only like 3 points, so he dropped all 16 in the fourth quarter and shot 50%, 4 for 5 from the three.
That's cool, man. But
That is ugly though. Like
them niggas ugly, man. Dudes had 19 and 17 points.
I gotta stay true to my slogan. Though
They
the
got
name
it
of the
done.
game is execution.
They got it done. But
Yeah.
they better not be bragging about it. James Harden can't string two good
Okay,
games
so
together in a
before
row.
so before I go in on the so just based off of what exactly was y'all snubs?
Man, this dude said he wanted Mikal Bridges on third team. This dude was
Over
tripping, man.
wait, so what
Over
positioning
LeBron.
what
I said LeBron shouldn't have been on the All
ooh
NBA, shouldn't have been on the All NBA team this year at all.
And I
That's what
wanted
I said.
Jalen Brunson over Damian Lillard on the third team.
We all agreed that LeBron shouldn't have been on the third team, but they didn't have no. When I said a replacement, they didn't have no replacement. When I said a replacement, they started laughing and started trying to. I'm like, no, I ain't trying to hear that.
I
Because
don't
y'all
have
I
a
said
just
Lauri
problem.
said
Markkanen.
Yeah, I said Laurie Markkinen or LeBron. Either way, I
he
think both are fine.
got the award he deserved this year, most improved.
Damn.
Dang.
What you saying, Chris?
I was saying I'm okay with LeBron being on the third team, but if someone were to go ahead of him, it would be Laurie Markkinen.
See, I was with you on that. Yeah, I was with
my bad. But so you were saying that you would have rather had Mikal Bridges over Braun on the third team
Yep.
and and okay. And I mean, and who said marketing?
Me and
That's what
Lil
they both
Chris.
said.
I'm fine
Um,
with
I'm not saying that's a bad. That's That's not wrong to say. And the only reason why I feel like that's not wrong to say is if we look at the amount of games played, because that does have to come into consideration.
So what you saying? You leaning marketing or Bridges?
Um, if I had to pick,
Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. I don't see what the hell.
The
Mikal
only
Bridges,
reason, no, the only reason why I would legit say Bridges is just because
Oh my goodness.
the only reason why I would say Bridges is because he played more games. Like that's literally the only reason why is because he played more game, like just overall games. But if I'm just looking at just who's been the more consistent player on the same team, I would lean towards marketing because we didn't. I would lean more towards marketing, and the only reason why is because like yeah, what Mikal Bridges did in the second half of the season after he got traded was cool, but we literally seen marketing do this all year. So if you ask me to
Wait,
pick, I would pick marketing over Bridges if we just
But
Chris,
if
what
was
did Mikal
you
Bridges
missed the
do?
full.
They was
y'all,
13
He
and
went.
17. It
y'all,
was
y'all
13
talking
and
about
17.
Mikal Bridges need to win the most improved first too.
you said what, DJ?
He not gonna.
Mikal,
He not gonna win that award.
Mikal Bridges didn't do nothing. KD and Kyrie did that.
I
That's
mean, he
the
was
reason why
averaging
he was
like
able to make the
27 points
playoffs.
when he got there.
They was
Well, no, I
13 and
mean, if
17.
we just
If
He
they would have
averaged
been like,
20. He
hold
bro,
on,
he
hold on.
got there. He averaged 27 points though.
bro,
So DJ, this is my whole thing though. So when KD and Kyrie left, like they were what, the fourth seed or whatever like that
yeah. They was like a 3 seed.
when he
They
left.
was up there. Yes, they was up
Nah, I
there,
think
bro.
they was a four. Nah, I think they was a fourth seed
They
when they
probably was
left.
a 4.
They was a
They
third
probably
seed
was.
before KD got hurt, and then when he got hurt, they went to a fourth seed when Kyrie was still there.
Yeah, but when they got traded, they were a fourth seed, right?
Okay,
I want to
yeah.
say,
So I mean, if people want to make an argument, they could say, okay, Mikal Bridges at least. I mean, I understand he had a losing record, but he kept him at the 7 and the 8 seed. And I'm not gonna sit here and take anything away from him. Like I understand he had a losing record, but I'll give him a somewhat of accomplishment for that.
So
But
he got a
it's
losing
still
record and got
no it's
swept.
it's not enough for me to put him in All NBA.
bruh, you
But
said it yourself, DJ. Who was his second best player on that team?
Bro, Lauri Markkanen is better player than Mikal Bridges. His
no,
team was better with
okay.
him being the
So
number one option.
I said that I would. So I did say that I
Why
would
you
put
say
Lord.
it like
I did say I would
This
put
is
Lloyd
asinine.
Marketing as the better player,
that
even though
boy?
his team didn't make the playoffs. I would
That
still
boy
put
said that.
Lloyd Marketing there. But I'm not gonna. But yeah, I mean, the only reason why this is even a discussion is because you've been trying to discount what Bridges has been doing since he got traded. That's
That
the
he's
only
a
reason why this is
bum,
a
man. He got
discussion.
swept, man. He got swept, and he had a losing record as the number one option. What are we doing, man?
Because he
Y'all,
ain't had no number 2 option.
oh my goodness, he's a number
No,
3 option, number 2 option. He ain't no
that's
damn bum.
fine. But at the end of the day, the only reason why I say, bro, I can't really hate on Mikal Bridges is
Oh my
because
goodness.
we never and this is just real talk. The only reason why I'm like I appreciate what I seen from him is because we were never gonna see this side of him in Phoenix. Like I
It's
feel like we were
crazy, bro.
actually able to.
You sitting up here, DJ, trying to bash a dude that's been to the playoffs
I'm
every
not
single year
bashing.
in
I'm
his
not
career,
trying
just
to put him
about.
on the third
And
All
you talk,
NBA team, man.
you trying to big up a dude that ain't made the playoffs yet. That's crazy.
Mikal,
What?
say dog.
That's
Quit
crazy.
giving Mikal Bridges these props when he was 13 and 17. Mikal,
Okay,
this is
DJ,
ridiculous.
and okay, if you want to go there, who do you feel is the number one option on Utah?
Lauri Markkanen.
And
They had a winning
okay,
record. They was
okay,
a top 5 seed.
And they blew
they
up the whole
were,
team under
they
his watch,
They
were,
blew it
DJ.
up. They blew it up.
they were, and
And he was
what
as him as
happened?
the number 1, right?
They blew it up.
And him as the number 1, right?
Yes, but they blew it up because they wasn't supposed to be good and they were good.
Wait.
Mikal Bridges inherited
Hold on.
a 3-4 seed.
When did
And just
when
kept
did they
moving.
blow it up? When did they blow it up? Because didn't he just get there this year?
Trade
Bro.
deadline.
Bro, they blew it up because they didn't expect
So why?
marketing to be this good.
They blew it up at the
Hold
trade deadline. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
They
they blew
blew
it up
that
at the
shit up
trade
before the
deadline.
season started. What are you talking about?
Why did they pull the plug so late?
What are y'all talking about? Wait, hold on.
DJ,
Hold on.
you
What are
hold
y'all
on,
talking
hold
about?
on. DJ, that team is how much did that team change by the trade deadline?
Bro, they lost Mike Conley,
And
Malik
Vanderbilt.
Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. They lost all their starters. What are you talking about?
Okay,
And then Clarkson got hurt, I want to say.
Yeah, Clarkson
Y'all,
didn't play.
y'all forget what Utah was being led by Laurie Markkinen when they let him just hoop?
Okay, but in the same breath, nigga, we could go to the same thing. That nigga Bridges was just over there hooping. He may have had a losing record.
Technically, Brooklyn was trying to blow up their team too. So
the Suns had a losing record with Bridges. The Suns had a losing record. I mean, the Nets had a losing record with Bridges, and then they got swept in the playoffs.
Then Brooklyn blow up that team. Then Brooklyn blow up their team.
The only thing that I'm trying to get you to understand is that the same shit you trying to kill him for, the same thing you could say with marketing. The only difference is that marketing didn't get traded. Yeah, he lost players, but at the end of the day, if we talking about a number one option, he didn't do shit with his team.
To lose. What? If they would have left the Utah Jazz alone, they would have made the playoffs.
It doesn't matter,
it
DJ.
Matter.
DJ, no, it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, bro, no, DJ. Okay. So put it like this. You want to know why it doesn't matter? Because at the end of the day, we can both go based off of, okay, at the trade deadline, both of them niggas are both in different situations. It doesn't matter if they're in the same team or if it's a different team. They're both in different situations. They had to play with new players. Some people gone, some people left, some people stayed. It don't matter. At the end of the day, we can, if you want to go off of both of them, really, we can go off of how they perform after the trade deadline because they both had changes to their team. And at the end of the day, who sustained their team to keep them in the playoffs? Because you talking about
they traded the Jazz team and they sat Laurie Markkinen, man. What is y'all talking about?
They didn't trade Brooklyn team?
It would be amazingly hard to blow the playoffs from a 3.
No, I'm not, DJ. No, I'm not. They traded the two players that they thought would lead them to the promised land, and you can say what you want to, but they got to the
lost
playoffs.
In the jungle and said, you know what, I'm out.
Brooklyn Nets were the 3 seed when they traded KD, when KD got hurt, and then they traded Kyrie. They traded.
And
KD.
what seed was Utah before they officially blew it up? Ooh, they was barely in the play-in.
DJ said they were like
before they blew it up.
The 5th seed.
So we was acting like Utah
they was the 5th seed. Hold on, they was the 5th seed before the trade. Right before the trade deadline.
Not before the trade deadline. It was early.
Exactly.
In the season. It was like,
I said right before they blew it up officially. What was they? I know they was in the play-in for sure at this point.
They wasn't in the top 3 or 4.
They was like
Utah was in the play-in.
Nah, we not going. I ain't going for that.
Utah was in the play-in. Utah was in the play-in, but right before they blew it up.
I'm saying
they were in the play-in. They were in the
play-in. It's easier to not fall out of the playoffs if you're in the 4th or 3rd seed than fall out of the playoffs if you're like in the play-in. Obviously, it's harder to fall out of the playoffs then.
You in the play-in if you're in the 7th or 8th seed. Like if you 1 through 6, you a playoff team. You know this everybody new definition.
Okay, so what was the Suns doing before Bridges got traded? What was the Suns?
They was in the playoffs.
Man, y'all was crazy.
And Devin Booker wasn't out there. Chris Paul was battling injury from time to time, and Aiden even missed a couple games. Oh yeah, Bridges had to step up. Bridges didn't miss not one game.
Mikal Bridges is not going to get the credit for that.
Y'all is crazy.
That's crazy.
Bridges was
the recency bias on this shit.
Bridges
we gonna disagree. We gonna agree to disagree.
Bridges was the only starter on the Suns that played every single game. Cam Johnson was even hurt for a minute.
When Mikal Bridges show you who he really is next year, right now, bro, the cooking is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna cook you so hard, bro.
Bridges,
you know what, Ray?
In 27 games with Brooklyn, he was averaging 27. So I want to see more of that.
And what was their record?
Losing.
Look who he had around him.
Oh my!
Look what Laurie Markkinen had around him. Y'all keep saying that.
and he lost, and he didn't get to the playoffs.
Bro,
Oh my God.
y'all is
The
ridiculous.
owner seen everything he was doing and said, "Yeah, this ain't."
I didn't know that this shit was even here.
Y'all is ridiculous, man.
You
That's
keep
cool.
on bringing up marking like the owner didn't look at him and said,
You know what, DJ?
"Yeah,
I want you to keep
ain't
that
gonna cut it,
same
bro."
energy. I want you to keep the same energy with Michael Porter Jr. Because if that overpaid motherfucker if he play worse than goddamn me, Mikal Bridges, the same way
He
you
2
trying
for
to
2,
cook,
4 points.
I'm
He
on
2
your
for 2.
ass.
He 2 for 2. Since y'all been talking shit about Michael Porter
It's
Jr., he's been
about
going
time.
off.
It's about time. It's about
He ain't been
time.
looking. So he better than Bridges too.
I didn't say he was better than Bridges. What is you talking about?
You
Nigga
said
say
Bridges
he
a
two
fourth.
for
You
two.
said Bridges
He's
is
two.
a fourth option.
I said third or second or third,
Yeah,
man.
you said
I
fourth
just
option.
said
Now you
second or
trying.
third.
Now you trying to change it because we brought up. Man, I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, we got this on tape. It don't matter.
Bro, y'all is sick in y'all heads. Yeah, because this dude, Mikal Bridges, got a head start because of what KD and Kyrie did.
I'm saying.
Y'all is nasty, bro. Then this nigga got his ass spanked. Then they was the only team that got swept.
That's cool.
Man, that ain't cool. If
They
that,
was the
that's
only
cool
team
to
that
y'all.
they
Y'all
was the
praising
only
losing.
team. They was the
Y'all
only
out of
team
there.
that.
I don't want to hear
Bruh.
that. I don't want to hear nothing. It was 13 and 17 when they got traded. Then he got swept. And y'all like, well, what the hell y'all
So
talking
why did Lauren marketing get set down then?
Man, y'all
What
don't
did he get set
know.
down
They
for?
blew it up. They was supposed to be losers, and they came out
But you
winning.
acting like Utah wasn't gonna get swept. They made it to the playoffs. What are
Okay,
you
so
talking about? They probably
Brooklyn
made
didn't
out
do
the
the
play
same
in.
thing?
Utah wasn't
I
supposed to
get,
be good.
Y'all don't
bro. Oh my,
understand.
y'all keep on talking
Y'all
about what they wasn't
understand.
supposed to be. Man, you in the NBA ain't trying to hear none of that. This ain't
Bro,
high school,
we picked them as the bottoms, bro. Right now,
bro. I don't
we did
care about none of that. Once you show me
you
a different
fake.
side of
That's
what,
fake.
bro. Once
So
you
you
show me
expected
something else,
something.
once you show me that, yes.
That's bullshit. We picked them to be a bottom tier team. We thought they was gonna be one of the
Trying
worst
to
teams
hear
in the West,
that.
man.
I ain't trying to hear
But
that.
it's okay. But Mikal Bridges can keep them in the playoffs by losing from a high seed. And that's him keeping them in the playoffs. And then when they get to the playoffs, they didn't do nothing.
And Mikal Bridges showed up. I don't know what you talking about.
Swept. They got swept. If this would have been somebody you didn't like, you'd have been like, man,
Hold
he
on.
got swept though.
Hold on, y'all. You got to.
He ain't a
criticize the
superstar
stars.
though.
If he the first option, he got to get criticized for losing.
He ain't
He's
even
not
a
a
superstar
superstar. He's
though,
not a superstar,
DJ.
but you want him on All NBA.
So everybody on that All
Are you
NBA,
hearing
hold on a
yourself?
second. Everybody on the All NBA is superstars. So Sabonis a superstar now to you, DJ?
Not superstar. But...
Oh, okay. I just making sure you keeping that same energy with every single player on that list now. Since if you on the All NBA, you a superstar.
Y'all tripping, man. We the man.
So is Julius Randle a superstar?
I just said I concede that point. If that's what you want to go with, you want Mikal Bridges as your third team. We gonna see how this age, man. We gonna see how this age, bro. This shit is nasty. Boy, Laurie Marketing probably gonna be at 25 and 8 and 4 next year. Mikal Bridges gonna be at 20, fucking 4 and 4 on bad efficiency.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about bad efficiency.
I don't know about that, but
I'm telling y'all, Diddy knows ball, man. I'm telling y'all, Mikal Bridges not who y'all think y'all is. He not finna do that shit all year. It's no one option. Them dudes probably ain't gonna make the play in, man. If they don't make no major moves, them dudes not even gonna make the play in, dog. And I bet Laurie Marketing be way better than Mikal Bridges next year. I'm keeping track of the head-to-head matchups and all that, man.
No, that's what
crazy.
you're hoping.
Y'all is
just
because
you hope. Just because you
crazy.
hope something on me, it's gonna happen.
If we had a draft right now, I got to choose between Laurie Marketing and Mikal Bridges, man. You know how long it's gonna take me to make that pick? If they give us 10 minutes, 9:58, my pick go be in, man.
You should think about it, but I mean,
9:58, my pick go be in, man.
Why it's gonna take you 30 minutes?
Yeah, this shit gonna take 2 seconds for me to get the paper from right here to the goddamn box.
They got Cameron Payne out there talking crazy.
But y'all ready to wrap this, man? I feel like that was a good wrap up, man. But y'all,
you can wrap it, but you still capping though.
Y'all think Mikal Bridges is an All NBA player?
Nigga, you was not on this nigga marketing nuts until that nigga went to Utah. Now all of a sudden you trying to get that nigga some praise.
See, hey, oh man, I've been talking about Laurie Marketing since he came out of Arizona. If it's one person been watching these dudes since they was young, it's me. I've been saying Lauri
The
Markkinen
only
was good
person
since
that
he had
heard
that
these
rookie year in
thoughts is you.
Chicago. All right, that's on y'all. I've been watching Lauri Markkinen since he was at Arizona. Did y'all even know he went to Arizona?
That's fine.
Oh, okay. Where did Mikal Bridges go to college, y'all? Since y'all
I
just so
don't give
big.
a fuck.
Oh,
You
he
can
went,
ask,
he went to
UConn.
bruh.
Villanova. He
If
went to
you didn't,
Villanova.
You better say this
you
shit for
if
your
you
other
if
show.
you
Don't
didn't,
bring that bullshit here.
Oh,
bruh,
okay.
if you didn't play college ball before 2013, I'm sorry, I probably do not know.
And I know that. And I know that. Y'all act like I don't know these dudes, man. I knew what Lauri Markkinen could have been and should have been. I feel like he was good
But
with
guess what,
Cleveland. He
DJ?
was good
Guess
with
what, DJ?
Chicago.
And you
I
you
knew
can
he was
correct me.
talented.
You can correct me if I'm wrong on this. Every player that you done showed me, and it be highlights. I don't even watch full games. I tell you right then and there, they not ready. And I can name you all players that you show me, and you can go back and be like, yeah, DJ, you was right. I mean, yeah, Ray, you was right. So, hey, all that watching him in college and saying, hey, man, I knew what he was going to be. I don't need to watch a game. I can tell by just looking at you like, nope.
He said, nope, no sir.
Body frame ain't going to sustain a full, a steady career.
When Luka was baby and Mikal Bridges, you're like, oh, Mikal Bridges could be the second, third option on a championship team. Yeah.
Luka's doing that to Kawhi and
Baby
PG.
in that nigga, man.
Luka was doing
Mikal
that to
Bridges
Kawhi and
getting all that
PG. So
damn praise. And got his ass out of there the next year.
Don't kill somebody
y'all
who ain't made an
talking
all-star
about?
team and two so-called superstars.
Raynard, Mikal Bridges got baby, then they kicked his ass out the door, man.
And then he do that to two superstars?
I don't care. Mikal Bridges lost his he's no
so
longer
what are
where he
so why are you
he's
trying
no
to
longer where he was after
Luka
getting
ain't
his ass
killed
whooped,
almost
man.
every matchup he had in the playoffs? Why are you just
And how
singling
many
out
of them dudes had to
Bridges? That makes
leave their
sense to me.
team? How many dudes got traded the next year?
Cam Johnson wasn't part of that trade?
Oh my god, you bring Mikal Bridges, y'all all NBA player, got his ass whooped in the playoffs, and they made sure they didn't bring him back for the next playoffs, man. Simple as that.
Okay.
No, they just had the opportunity.
Who you talking about didn't make it.
They had a chance to
Who
get
you
KD.
talking about didn't make it, so I guess
you
we both
just heard
crazy.
this nigga say that. Yeah. I don't care. I cooked y'all ass.
And who you talking about didn't make it, so I guess we both crazy.
Man, McKelvey, yeah, he made it in. They got the same amount of wins as the nigga that didn't make it.
Hey, somebody got to play come after April, after the regular season. Somebody was in Cancun before he was. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Goddamn warm up, man. What for a week?
That's fine. He got his seat warm for him.
Man, Kill Bridges living off another nigga work, man. Come on, bro. Y'all is fake, bro.
No, you already know.
I've 13 and 17.
I've been campaigning for Bridges. You ain't about to do that. I was the only. Y'all was laughing at me on what's on in the regular season when I was talking about him. I actually had Bridges on my third team when we did our NBA predictions, if you remember correctly.
He did.
This is disgusting.
Third team is crazy.
This is disgusting, bro.
But whatever. I guess that's another episode. I can talk some more shit next week on Tuesday.
All right, man. Y'all see, man, it's hoop historian supposedly. And got my kill pretty third. That's fucking disgusting. It's gonna be hard for me to sleep, bro.
That's
fine. But, they got NyQuil for that.
All right, y'all, man. All right, y'all, man. I'm ending it now.